Good morning, dear colleagues. Good morning, dear colleagues. Are you listening me?
О чем вы хотите поговорить?
Dear colleagues, if you listen my voice, I ask you, type this in my chat. Type in my chat. If you listen voice, type in my chat. Not so many students attached to video. Now I see only 25 students in this stream. Only 25. Or now 26. I paid your attention. I'll be check attendance after lecture. After lecture. I think everybody listen me. Oh, 33 students. Very good, very good. I wait next 5 minutes. Dear colleagues, I wait next 5 minutes. Next 5 minutes I wait you. Now only 33 students. 30 students. Okay, attach your device. Quality of sound. Okay. Dear colleagues, I ask you, take quality of sound. Quality of sound. Marks. 2, it's a bad sound. 5, it's a very good sound. 2, it's a bad sound. 5, it's a very good sound. Your marks for my sound, because now I check my microphone. Oh, 43 students, very good. 45. Dear colleagues, take marks for my sound. 2 marks, it's a bad sound. 5 marks, it's a very good sound. I mean quality of sound. I mean absent noise. I mean absent, volume enough. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we start our lecture. 52 students. I wait I wait only 2 minutes and we start our lecture. Now I added video. Now I added video. Okay, I think sound okay. Video now I check in my phone. Okay, now we start our lecture. Good morning, dear colleagues. Today we have a very interesting lecture about emotions. I like this lecture because emotions, it's a part of our life. It's a very important part of our life. First, definitions. What does it mean, emotions? What does it mean, emotions, and where situated emotions? First, where situated emotions. Emotions, it's functions of our brain. I pay attention. Brain, it's a usual organ. It's like a stomach, it's like a hands. And brain have functions. What's main functions of the brain? Main functions of the brain, it's create a mental process, create a behavior. What does it mean, mental process? Mental process, it's an internal process which happen in the brain. This process hidden from examiner, from other people, and objective for yourself. Mental process, it's like a feelings. Other name of the mental process, it's a feelings. Nobody can understand your real feelings. For your feelings, it's reality. Okay, next, where situated emotions? Emotions situated in the two parts of brain. First, it's a middle brain. What does it mean, middle brain? Middle brain, it's a reptile brain. It's a very old area of brain which has reptiles. In those part of brain situated memory, situated hypothalamus, amygdala. Hypothalamus, thalamus, responsibility for the hormones. Amygdala, responsibility for the for the fear feelings and like these functions. In general, this part of brain responsibility to the main type of the behavior. What's main type of the behavior? Main type of the behavior, it's a fight or flight. Fight or flight. We every time has two ability, attack or run away. If animals see victims, animals attack. If animals see predators, run away. It's clear. What does it mean, emotions? Emotions, it's something which depend our conditions. Emotions, it's something which depend our behavior. Okay, first part of our behavior, like a base of our behavior, it's a fight or flight. It's attack or run away. Next, this function situated in middle brain. It's amygdala, hippocampus, mammillary body, and other part of the brain which depend our body conditions. Other part of the brain which responsibility for the emotions, it's a frontal lobe. Frontal lobe depend psychological emotions. Frontal lobe depend very difficult brain functions. Frontal lobe depend our flexibility in our behavior. frontal lobe integrate and temporal lobe integrate informations. Majority of the mental process happen in the cortex. Frontal lobes, yes, of course, it's cortex. Next picture. Definitions. What does it mean, emotions? Emotions are feelings that influence to behavior and has biological and cognitive elements. For what purpose we have emotions? Now discuss about these definitions. What does it mean, emotions? First, emotions, it's a mental process. Feelings and mental process, it's a synonyms. For what purpose we need this synonym? For what purpose we need this feelings? These feelings we need for influence to our behavior. What difference between feelings and behavior, between mental process and behavior? Behavior, it's a something which we can register. It's a something which happen in a reality. It's a something which modify reality. Mental process, it's like a mental functions of brain. It's like a internal functions of brain. It's internal functions of brain. Our feelings, our mental process depend our behavior. It's very important. Why we have very difficult behavior? We have very difficult, very flexibility behavior because our brain has a mental process. Mental process, it's an internal mechanic. It's like a mechanic in my watch. My watch behavior, it's a time, but inside my watch we has a lot of mechanism. Those mechanisms hidden from myself. I don't know how work those mechanisms, but those mechanisms depend quality of this watch. It's clear? Okay, I repeat once more. Internal feelings or mental process, it's an objective for yourself and subjective for examiner. For example, I am an examiner. For me, your mental process, it's like a hidden zone. But for you, your emotions, your mental process is not only emotions. It's your recall. It's like part of your memory. A lot of functions. It's your thinking, consciousness. It's a mental process because I don't know what's happy in your memory. I don't know what's happy in your emotions. I can control only your emotions. Now you see myself in your screen. Now you see myself and your screen, and you can register my behavior. You don't know what's happy in my mind. It's clear. You don't know my emotions. You see only my face expressions. You see only my language. You can control. For example, content of my language. You can control pronunciations. You can control face expressions, but you don't know what's happy in reality in my mind. Okay. I repeat once more. For what purpose we have emotions? Our emotions influence to our behavior and control our biology. What does mean biology? In biology, I mean body functions. Because our emotions, you feel your emotions via looking glass of your body, correct? For example, if your mood is positive, your body feel positive emotions. If your mood negative, your body feel negative emotions. You feel your emotions, not only psychological elements, you feel your emotions like a part of your body. Clear? And very important, what's target of our life in general? From the CNS point of view, I mean from the brain point of view, target of the life, it's a positive emotions. Our brain creates strategy for achieve Positive emotions. Positive emotions, it's like a target. After some time I explain mechanism of the developing emotions. But we do everything for increase our emotions. I hope you agree with me. I hope you agree with me that we do a lot of things for increase our emotions, for take a positive emotion for ourselves. Okay, and last part of these definitions, it's cognitive elements. What does it mean, cognitive elements of emotions? Cognitive elements of emotions, I mean our every ideas which situated in our mind, every mental process which we control and we feel in our mind has emotions. What does it mean, emotions? Emotions, it's like a value. It's like a value. Positive value or negative value. Positive value, for example, from 1 till 5, it's how many positive emotions we have, and negative emotions from 1 till 5. And yes, of course, we try to think about positive. When we think about negative, we feel negative emotions, yeah, and negative emotions reflect in our body like a bad mood, like problems in our health, like problems like a negative body feelings. For example, you wake up in the morning and you think that you have a bad mood. What does mean bad mood in morning? It's like a negative feelings in psychology. It's a negative feelings in your body. It's clear. And yes, of course, if you have a positive emotions, you have energy to do something. If you have negative emotions, you have not energy to do something. You have not motivations. Okay, yes, of course, present connections between emotions and motivations. In what situation emotion developing? First, emotions, it's like a parallel process. It's a process which accompany any mental process. You recall something from your memory, and this imagination has value, positive or negative. For example, now you refresh something about party with your friends and you feel positive emotions. You retrieve from your memory something about your wins in sport or in education and you feel a positive emotions. If you think about something negative, about problems in your life, your mood something decrease. What it's happy? Moods, it's like a condition of brain, clear. It's not like a one idea has positive emotions, other idea. No, brain like every time shifting from positive to negative, from positive to negative. And our target create strategy which take every time positive emotion. It's clear. It's very important to understand. I repeat once more. Our life, target of our life, it's a positive emotions. Positive emotions, it's our target. Does not matter. We feel positive emotions via activity, or we feel positive emotions via eating something. Doesn't matter. You eating something tasty and you feel positive emotions. Why we like tasty foods? We like tasty foods because it's take a positive emotions. Why we don't like hungry feelings? Because hungry feelings developing negative emotions in our mind. We run away from negative emotions and we attract to positive emotions. Okay, it's the first part of definitions. Next part of our definitions. It's a complex feelings which psychic, somatic and behavior component that's related to affect and mood. In these definitions very same. These definitions depend then our emotions influence to the mental process. It's a psychic, somatic, body and behavior. Behavior, it's everything which you can register. It's a behavior. It's a heart rate, temperature, everything. It's a behavior. Okay, next. Mood, affect and mood. It's two words which I depend right now. Affect. What does it mean, affect? Now you see my picture. on your screen, and in your screen my face expressions, my voice, my body language take some informations about my emotions, positive or negative or neutral emotions. Clear? But you don't know exactly what in reality present in my mind. What's the feelings I has a few. Okay, what does it mean affect? Affect, it's your opinion about other person mood. Clear? Affect, it's your opinion about other person mood. Affect, it's like a it's a subjective because it's only your opinion about other person mood. Your do these conclusions via looking glass of the body language, face expressions, activity, language content, maybe pronunciations, internet, like some color of language. A lot of parameter you analyze and you understand something about patients mood. Next, mood. What does it mean, mood? Mood, it's a patient's opinion about oven conditions. Clear? Mood, it's objective for patients. Or yeah, for patients, for person maybe. We learn psychology. In psychology, we speak about not about patients, we speak about person. Okay, mood, it's your opinion about your conditions. You has a positive emotions or you has a negative emotions. It's a objective for you. It's objective for you. It's a objective for you, but it's subjective for other person. Okay, now you understand. Other person think about your mood via looking glass of your behavior. Other person register your affect, your feel of mood. I hope it's clear. This term's clear for you. Next picture. Emotions. Many psychology believes that we are born with basic emotions. What does it mean, basic emotions? Basic emotions, it's emotions which, for what purpose we have emotions? I jumping to some topics. We have emotions because emotions control, influence, direct our behavior. It's clear. Our emotions direct our behavior, influence to our behavior. And without emotions, impossible behavior. Without hungry feelings, eating impossible. Why we eating? We eating because we have hungry feelings. Why we drink? We drink because we have thirsty feelings. Now you understand that basic emotions depend our surviving. Without emotions, we cannot control, we don't know what we need. Our needs has very strong connections, very close connections with our emotions. I hope it's clear for you. Culture and emotions. We have two types of emotions. First type emotions depend by our genes. Other type of emotions depend due our culture. We learn our emotions due life. For example, 5 marks it's take a positive emotions, 2 marks take negative emotions. My opinion, it's a very good example. Marks absent in reality. Marks, it's a very abstract things. We cannot touch marks, but marks influence to our hormones. Marks influence to our heart rate, blood pressure. For example, you receive a 2 marks in exam, and after that you have very negative emotions. You has a positive marks in exam, and you feel a very positive emotions. What does mean positive emotions? It means you feel your body feel better. Your body feel better. Your body feel better. You feel yourself very good. It's a positive emotions. I hope this picture clear for you. Next picture. Type of emotions. We has some type present lot of classification of emotions. Now I be use classifications which present in medical exam, in international medical exam. Okay, first type of emotions, biological emotions. Biological emotions, this is type of emotions depend you our gene. It's emotions which specify to every biological type has all one set of emotions. I pay your attention. Animals after reptiles has emotions. For emotions we need a middle brain. Middle brain, it's an important part which create emotions. Second type of emotions, it's a social emotions. This is emotion based in biological emotions, and this type of emotions depend social structure. Some animals live alone. Some animals live in small groups. Some animals live in the large groups. And I pay your attention. When we speak about special biological type has a special size of the groups which they create. We are social animals. What does it mean, social animals? We need create society. We need create family. We need create social relations. For ourselves, very important interpersonal contact. It's very important for ourselves. Social emotions take a positive, like rewards. I forgot. What does it mean, positive emotions? Positive emotions, it's a reward. What does it mean, negative emotions? Negative emotions, it's a punishment. It's clear. Reward and punishments. Our target, it's positive emotions, reward. We run away from the punishment and we attract to reward. I hope it's clear. When we create a family, it's a reward for ourselves, because family, it's like a reward. We feel positive emotion. Divorce, it's a very negative event. After divorce, very often patient has a mental problems. Cognitive emotions. It's emotions which control our behavior in environment. This type of emotions control our interest. What does mean interest? When we don't know something, we feel negative emotions. When we understand something, we feel positive emotions. Punishment and reward. When we don't know something, for example, you don't know what's happy in future, it's like negative emotions. It's anxiety, negative emotions. When you know what's happy in future, you feel like a much more better. Why it's happy? It's happy because it's a reward. You feel rewards. You satisfy your cognitive emotions. And other type of emotions, like a top of the pyramid, it's a moral emotions. Moral emotion based in social emotions and control, stabilize our society. It's very important. This emotion present only in humans, and some kind of this emotion present in very high apes. Next picture. Typology of biological emotions. Arousal, reward, punishment. But I pay your attention. In general, all kind of emotion based in the biological emotions. Does not matter. You feel social emotions. You feel you satisfy your interest. You resolve your social problems. In the last level, it's a reward or punishment. It's a condition of your body. I hope it's clear for you. After comedy movies, you feel very good. You feel very good emotions. When you watch movies about fear, movies about something dangerous, you feel negative emotions. Why we like comedy show? Why we like stand-up show? Because comedy show increase our mood, and we feel our mood in our body. We like a positive conditions of our body. Our biological emotion has a very strong connections with nerve systems. Endorphins, general love attachments, gonadotropin, sex and libido. I pay you attention. What does it mean, libido? Libido, it's like a sexual drive. It's like a drive. It's like a motivations. Clear? It's not a result. It's a motivations. Oxytocin, mother feelings. Why mother like often child? Mother has love feelings to child because increasing oxytocin. This mechanism present in animals. This mechanism protect animals attack often child. Clear? Because animals don't understand what does it mean child, what does it mean positive, what does it mean negative. Animals have not consciousness. Animals, it's a part of nature. But this mechanism protect animals attack like a oven family. Vasopressin, male parental attachment, dopamine, play. What does mean play? It's increase activity, increase mental process, but increase aggressions, increase psychomotor, increasing psychomotor activity. And serotonin. Serotonin, very interesting hormones, neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin depend our positive mood. Lack of dopamine, lack of serotonin, our mood decrease. Increasing dopamine, increasing serotonin, we increase our mood, we increase our activity, we increase our ability of our associating process, we increase our motor activity, we increase our self-esteem feelings, we increase our optimistic feelings in future. Next picture. Social emotions. What does mean social emotions? Background of social emotions. For what purpose we need social emotions? We need social emotions for create society. Not only people create society, animals create society. I hope you know that a lot of animals are living in society, in groups, maybe not in society. Society it's a more different structure. In groups, animals feel much more better. Animals feels more confidential when create groups, more security. And when social distance, now it's very popular, increasing, we feel not so good. Yeah, we every time balance between social distance. We need decrease social distance with individuals or with things, with object, which pleasure for ourselves, and we run away from object or individual which take negative emotions for ourselves. The need of our social emotions take reward when we attach to the groups, and take a punishment when we destroy social groups. Clear? It's very important to understand. All kind of emotion based in the punishment and reward. all kind of emotions, 5 marks, pretty picture, pretty interest movies, tasty food. In the last level, it's neurotransmitters in our brain. What's neurotransmitters? It's a dopamine, it's a serotonin. It's what does mean positive and negative emotions? It's a level of activity in the mesolimbic systems, and in the mesolimbic and mesocortical, it's dopaminergic systems. These systems in anatomy has name reward systems, and other very important systems which take positive emotions and influence to our emotion. It's a serotonin systems. Serotonin systems more wide and attach a lot of area of brain, and anatomy of the pathway take answer our emotions present in all area of brain. Our emotions, like it's a serotonin and dopamine systems, it's like a cable with emotions. It's a cable which connect mental process, real feelings and emotions. Next picture. Cognitive emotions. Cognitive emotions take positive emotions. It's mean increase our body feelings, increase our activity, take pleasure, take a reward when we recognize new concept, when we has some positive, when we think about some positive. Next, what does mean cognitive emotion? For what purpose we need positive cognitive emotion? I'm sorry, we need cognitive emotions for discovery behavior. We every time you recognize new concept, we every time like search means in everything. If absent new informations, we dreaming and we create something new informations in our brain. We every time need new informations, and when we receive new informations, we feel positive emotions, reward. When we deprivate from new informations, we feel negative emotions, and as result, we run away from the punishment and attract to new informations. What does it mean, new informations? New informations, it's your smartphone with internet. You every time see something in your smartphone. Why? Because you see new informations, you receive new informations, and you has a positive emotions. It's clear. And you has a positive emotions. New information take a positive emotions. When a long time you don't receive new informations, in cognitive emotions you has a specific negative emotions. Name of this negative emotions, it's a boring feelings. You run away from boring feelings, yes, or boring rooms, yes, like about boring rooms. What does mean boring rooms? It's a room without new informations. You must out. In out you receive new informations. Clear? Why we like out? We like out because in out in outside of room we has more stimulus, we has more informations, we has more of the social contacts. Next picture. In this picture we discuss about mechanism of the emotions. We discuss about mechanism which developing emotions. What we need for developing emotions? For developing emotions, first we need a stimul. Stimul we receive via our sense organs. I pay attention. Sense organs, it's maybe not only outside informations. I mean like a visual, auditory, tactility, yes. What does it mean? Smell, taste, yes. Not only. It's your temperature of your body, heart rate, level of sugar, level of water, a lot of information. Clear? For example, snake, it's a very good example. It's like a fear feelings, yes? But maybe positive emotions, you eating something tasty. it's a positive emotion too, clear, because it's a positive stimul. You see something pretty, maybe you see something pretty, maybe you're eating something tasty, does not matter. Maybe you has a problems with health, and after some times your health like stabilize, and you feel a body health. You resolve drugs resolve your pain, for example. You feel much more better. Okay. We have a lot of theory. We have a lot of theory about connections between emotions and reply. First, emotions, stimulus, influence to our autonomous nervous systems and influence to our behavior. After our autonomous nervous systems control heart rate, control our breathing, control our blood pressure, control all inner process, control our somatic health. When we see something dangerous, our body ready to fight or fly. I pay your attention. Autonomous nervous systems situated in the middle brain. It's an area of brain in which situated our emotions. It's a thalamus. After that, autonomous nervous systems influence to our behavior. Yes, of course, external stimuli influence to our face expression. Why we like see other person face? Why, for example, I pay a lot of attention to my picture in your language, in your lesson. Why? It's happy because in my face you're reading my emotions. We like social contact. Yes, of course, for me something difficult reading lecture to computer, because I don't feel your reply. I don't feel your reply. It's something difficult for me because absent element of the human contact. But I hope I show warm emotions, and I think you see my positive relation to you. This theory depend. I ask you after lecture, maybe watch this picture once more. Do print screen screenshot with this picture, and think. Okay, what's important in this picture? In this picture, absent other mechanism of the developing of emotions. Our emotions developing when we satisfy our motivations. For example, you want a 5 marks. What does mean 5 marks? 5 marks, it's your motivations. When you satisfy your motivations, you feel a lot of positive emotions. When you frustrate your motivation, frustrate, it means you not satisfy motivation. You feel negative emotions. Emotions impossible without stimulus. Emotions impossible without motivations. Absent motivations, absent emotions. Without emotions, absent behavior. I hope you see in this picture we need a last stage in emotions. It's a behavior. Emotion influence to the body status via autonomous nervous systems, via thalamus, via hypothalamus. Emotions influence to our behavior. Emotions, but other aspect of emotions, it's a reward. Why we like satisfy our motivations? We like satisfy our motivations because when we satisfy our motivations, we feel positive emotions. When we frustrate our motivations, we feel negative emotions. How to crack the systems? How to feel positive emotions without activity, without target? Answer very easy. It's an unlegal drug. Unlegal drug take a positive emotions, influence directly to the autonomous nervous systems and influence to the thalamus and change concentrations of the neurotransmitters. Person which use psychomimetic drugs have not target, have not don't pay attention to environment. He has not interest. Why? What does it mean interest? You must satisfy your interest. You must do something. When you do something, you satisfy your interest. It's an activity. What's happy in mind of the person which has a drug addiction? He use unlegal drugs. It's a weeding, drinking, maybe injecting, maybe put in nose and feel positive emotions. He has only one target: new dose of the psychomimetic drugs. This situation has name addictions. Okay, it's now we finish our lecture, but I ask you don't disconnect from stream, because I have some words for you. First, now everybody type in our room in the contact oven name. It's very good in Russian. If okay, maybe in English, your name and group ID. Name and group ID. Clear? Maybe other. Yeah, name and group ID. I ask you. And before, yeah, okay. Now I stop translate. I stop. Now I stop my video. Now I stop my video. Okay, 71 students, 71 students today present. It's very good. Dear colleagues, I ask you information about attendance in contact, not don't print in Google chat, print in contact in our rooms. Okay, now I visit my rooms. Так, now I stop translations.